Hello, welcome to Try Animes, another week of anime figure releases from AmiAmi. This will be the 27th to the 27th of June to the 1st of July. So 4 days of releases. Most of the releases on the 30th and the 1st, Friday and Saturday. We shall get started. Hatsune Miku GT Project Racing Miku 2022 tropical version. So it's Miku with a bit of a tan in the racing get-up. Quite nice looking figure. I think they do this every year. They do a racing Miku. So it's just another one if you're into Mikus or if you're planning to get a Miku. Then it's one to get there. It's by Max Factory, 22,900 yen. It's a fine looking figure. I think some of the past racing figures are probably better where they've had an actual proper flag or something rather than this racing umbrella. But overall, it's another Miku figure to go out to the Miku pile. My Dress Up Darling Marin Kitagawa swimsuit version, 1/7. A lot of people will be wanting to get this since obviously My Dress Up Darling is a very popular figure anime, and season 2 is coming out sometime this year or next year. Can't quite remember. 11,530 yen. It's a very simple figure. It's Marin in an iconic scene, obviously her in a swimsuit when she's getting measured, getting her measurements taken. So yeah, good looking figure. I've definitely pre-ordered it. Can't really moan for the price. Hopefully we'll see more Marin Kitagawa figures coming in the future. Arknights Suter Colourful Wonderland CW03 version, 1/7. This is a very nice looking figure. This one is. Yeah, here we go. I think it's the base that obviously blows it out of the water. It's a very nice looking base. If you're going for like a tropical or beach style theme in your collection, then this is one definitely worth getting. The detailing looks great. I think you're probably paying 23,900 yen. Not too bad. I think they've obviously not gone all out on Serta herself, and they've added a lot more detail with the base, and the base elevates it with it being more of a diorama style base. So definitely a good look. The water effect looks amazing, and her pose looks great. So a very nice looking figure, and it's by My Ethos. So I think they've done really good work with their paint jobs in the past, sort of with their Arknights figures. Tenitol Ushino Ko Ai complete figure. So I think we're going to see a few Ushino figures, quite a few probably coming out. But it looks like manufacturers are sort of treading the waters a bit first by using like pop-up parades and doing Tenitol, the cheaper figures. This is 5,790 yen. It's fine price. I actually haven't seen this yet. I do need to watch it. A mate of mine has watched it and told me that it's really good. Something I should definitely enjoy. Should definitely go watch. And the figure won't break the bank, so definitely worth it. I'm more of a pure scales figure, but I'll actually have to watch the anime first to see if it'll be something I want to wait around and get a full scale for or not, to determine how attached I am to this character. My illustration by YD 1/7. Limited edition with bonus provisional pre-order, 19,580 yen. So it's another one of those masked girls in, I think Luna or Loon. The Luna, I think, was the other one that was released a few months ago. Her in like a black skin tight suit with the tights all the way up the legs and like wearing trainers and stuff. So you've got mask or mask off, mask on. Obviously you've got the chest window, which is very obviously appealing. The jacket looks quite nice. The hair colours I think quite good actually, with it being a green. It's more of that cyberpunk-esque style rather than just being blonde or brunette or redhead. So definitely a good looking figure. It's Ostrom design as well. So simple base, but I think you're buying it if you like the aesthetic of this figure. Beastar, the Riding Shield Hero 2 of Talia, child form. Only problem I have with this is it's the child form of Raphtalia. I think I'd rather get the actual like adult Raphtalia P-style with her in a red bunny suit. On this, comes with detachable bunny ears, which is quite cute. It's a very cute looking figure, and with it being child form, I wouldn't think her height would be massive. At least I hope not. If she's like the height of all the other quarter scales in the Sangwon, considering it's a quarter scale but of the child, so it should be a lot shorter than a lot of other quarter scales, and that really should reflect in the price as well, for 38,500 yen. But this is quite good with it being more of a dress, so it's a more unique take rather than just being in a traditional bunny suit, which is what I like. I prefer to do these more unique designs with the suits for the characters. It's a good looking figure overall. It's going to be, I think, some people will probably enjoy buying it. I probably will wait till aftermarket and see what it looks like really in the aftermarket. Phantasy Star Online is Jean Summer Vacation. So this is, I've not played Phantasy Star Online, I've heard about it, and apparently it's quite good MMO, anime MMO. You're buying this figure for obviously a very specific reason. If you're running if you've got swimsuits or a beach themed collection, then there might be one worth adding. It's by Seoul International. 17,820 yen. Nothing really. Maybe it could be a bit cheaper, but I think overall the paint job looks fine. The figure looks fine. The pose looks alright, but there's loads of figures and swimsuits, so it's really down to whether you're a fan of Phantasy Star Online or not. The story of manga artist who was imprisoned by a strange high school girl, Kanata, competition swimsuit and cat lingerie costume set. So this one looks like you can change, is it? So it's just going to be, you can just change well, it's probably a body swap sort of thing, considering the hand positions that was the same. So I would guess it's not cast off. No, it doesn't look like it's cast off. But yeah, you get some. So you've got a couple different head positions, and then you've got different face masks as well, options. It's not too bad. 25,740 yen. So then you get a couple of extras. You get 2 different costumes as well for us. You can have her in a swimsuit or in lingerie or nightwear. It's not too bad actually. And you can have her in a Neko cat form or just standard form without having the cat ears and cat tail. It gives you a bit more versatility of it. It's like a 2-for-1 in one character, in one figure. So depending on your collection, then it might suit people's collections more. Which is not a bad idea, worth taking. And it's by K-Tendo. Haven't heard of them, I'm afraid. Tsukihime, a piece of blue glass, moon, sealed 7th, holy scripture, blah blah blah. Good Smile Company, 23,900 yen. I think most people will be buying this if they want a girl with a giant, huge weapon, basically. If you're running like Fate, if you like Fate Stay or like Monster Hunter figures, then or collection, then you're probably gonna like this, or Berserk characters. If you're if you've got a collection basically with huge weapon figures, then she'll fit right in. Not familiar with the series, but it looks quite good overall. Blue looks quite nice. Her hair shading looks phenomenal. The blue hair shading on her, I think a lot of other companies should copy that when they're doing characters with blue hair. The outfit looks fine, battle armor style with a skirt, and standing on some rubble. Yeah, no, it looks fine overall. You know why you're buying this really, so I'm guessing this weapon comes in parts, and they're probably using the design lines here as the separation lines in the mold, so that would make more sense than it comes into like several parts for transportation. Pop-up parade, Mahotsuke no Yumi Season 2 Chisei Hattori complete. And you've also got Ainsworth, large size version. So large Ainsworth, so 7,480 yen, and then Chisei is 4,080 yen. So I think if you pair these two, it wouldn't be too bad. If you like, I would need to watch the anime, the Magus Magus something anime in English. Then it would suit because obviously he does tower, Hines does tower over her, so having the large and then her in proper grade makes sense. And I think they did what season 2 was only cut like 2 seasons ago, so it's not too bad. Obviously a bit late, but how figure releasing is sometimes. Azure Lane Javelin Blissful Purity 1/7 by Mimikyu for Mimikyu 22,780 yen. It's a very nice looking figure as an Azure Lane one. Not familiar with this character. I like the outfit. I like the pedestal, glass pedestal, or stool that she's sitting on, and the weapon looks great. The purple and pinks look really well done as well. The blending that they've got going on there is really good, and the white dress looks pinkish dress looks quite good as well. It's a very nice looking figure. I think it's very happy, cutesy. You definitely, I wouldn't say it's not a bad purchase anyway. Really, I think 22,700 yen, 700 yen is definitely worth it. Another Azure Lane Sirius White Rose for 20,790 yen by Wave. This one is, it's another nice looking figure. Just seeing loads of these Azure Lane figures are then coming out in sort of dresses, which are quite good overall. Depends on whether you prefer the standard uniform, like their default skin, or if you like these sorts of skins. Don't know if they'd ever get around to doing every skin of every character in Azure Lane. I think that'd be too much. You'd end up having too much, like it getting up to the same level as like the Fate series and whatnot. Amount of figures coming out, but Azure Lane's obviously closing that gap so slowly with the release that the manufacturers are releasing these Azure Lane figures. Rose Fox Girl Blooming in Midwinter. It's a very foxy kind of girl. Definitely like the aesthetic, what that they're going for, with this sort of nightwear and lingerie going on, and the pose that she's going on, and it's cast off. Okay. Did not realise that. I could have probably insinuated that from the design and the posture, and it's by Max Cute. That should have given it away as well, actually. But yeah, it was 1/6 for 17,900 yen. It's a fine looking figure, especially with doing Fox Girls. I think the paint looks good. Her face looks, I think, actually quite good. Actually, the face is probably one of the better parts of the figure. Actually, for the detailing and the pose that she's in, they've done the face right as long as they can get the eyes lined up properly. But yeah, it looks great. Azure Lane Taiho Phoenix Spring Song version on 7th. This is one that's definitely worth getting if Taiho's one of your favourite figures, favourite characters from Azure Lane. She's up there for me with probably Taiho and New Jersey and Honolulu are probably my 3 favourites from Azure Lane. So yeah, this is probably one, and it's by Ulta, so it's going to be phenomenal paint job. The sculpt looks amazing. The base that obviously complements her looks great. I love the backdrop. So I think this will fit in any collection really, and could be a centerpiece to a lot of your Azure Lanes. 36,360 yen is a bit pricey, but I think she's worth that price. Yeah, definitely worth that price. Maid, The Melancholy of Huri Suzuyama Yuki Nagato on 7th. It's a lolly style maid figure. Looks fine. Bit of a downturner. Tiny base, good for putting on the shelf. Jacket can come off. Put some glasses. Looks fine. 24,900 yen. Probably wouldn't get it. It's not something that's up my alley. Rainbow Red Apple illustrated by Starcat. This is a very nice looking figure. I do like this aesthetic of this like skin tight suit that's just being sucked into the thighs and the chest area. This looks really good. I do like this, the pose as well, and jacket obviously is just a nice touch, where they have this like bomber jacket around their arms. She looks great. You don't get much of the rear end unless you look underneath. But yeah, no, I think you're buying this for if the aesthetic suits you. By Hobby Sakura for 20,900 yen. Maybe not an instant pre-order. Maybe something you wait for. Depends on what the colour. Like the hair's a bit bland. The reds are a bit just standard in terms of shading, but you're buying it because of the skin type suit she's wearing, basically. Ikamuchi original character Black Bunny Aoi and White Bunny Natsumi 2-figure set. They do sell these individually, and they did do not this company, I don't think, Inzu Toys, but I think Binding or one of those figures manufacturers did these in quarter scale, which I went up for pre-order probably about a month ago or 2 months ago. I think I got a video of them as well. Have I? I think so. So if you don't want to spend the money on the quarter scales, because like one of their quarter scales is almost the price of this double set, then it might be worth doing that. I think it's free actually that did these two in quarter scale, and then you got Enso doing these as just a 1/6, 1/6 scale. So if you don't want to spend the money on both, but they're just standard bunny suit figure girls, so nothing extravagant against them. Black and white, obviously when they're next to each other, is quite good comparison with the black and white and bluish bunny suit, but they are just standard bunny suit figures, so they're kind of meh, I suppose, overall. But yeah, it's not too bad. Tamino Kadama, original character, Pure Succubus, Liz normal version 1/6. This one is not cast off, from what I'm aware of. Nope, doesn't mention anything about there, which is fine. So yeah, by Enso Toys again for 21,560 yen. So they're pumping out quite a few figures. Looks like the limited edition one comes with like either a felted base, or that's what they're doing instead of the plastic one. I don't know. This is a prototype picture, so they might not have this box and plastic base, but it's a Succubus figure. She looks actually quite good. Up close, the wing blending that they've got here is unique. It's a lot gives off that sort of opaque wings look as well. So it might be an opaque plastic, and then they got this tint obviously from blue to black to then brown at the top. So it's quite good looking overall. Her pose looks great. Obviously very revealing, very thin strapped lingerie, and some knee-high socks. So very good looking figure. Definitely, if you want a Succubus in your collection, or you're doing a Succubus collection, another figure for you. CA Works Rent-A-Girlfriend Chizu. It's another Rent-A-Girlfriend figure. It's fine. It's by Katakawa, 19,250 yen. I think this is a re-release of it, because I think this was up for pre-order already. So it's a re-upload of the pre-order, I suppose, because they didn't get enough pre-orders in. Probably just try and drum up some more hype for it, but it's not a very good looking figure. I think the face is terrible. Yeah, that angle. That's a terrible looking angle, that one is. It's just not it, I'm afraid. I think this is going to bomb on the aftermarket, really. Tokyo Revengers Ken Ryuji, volume 25th cover illustration. This is quite a good looking. I think it's because the detail obviously in his outfit is like astonishing, for like it just being like a all black, obviously the matte black suit, and then having the gloss or satin black detailing or regalia, and then the gold on the back of his arms. Oh no, I was all around the arms actually. Sorry. It just gives that off that sort of very elitist and powerful stance, and shows how important it is. Not watched Tokyo Revengers, not something that really got me, but if you've enjoyed Tokyo Revengers and you've got a bit of a crush on Ken, then might be worth getting him. 18,260 yen is actually quite a good price for what you're getting, I think. He's 1/7 scale, so yeah, it's not too bad. I have nothing wrong against it. It's just not my taste of figures. Steins Gate Kurisu Makiba Lab Coat style. I think this is a re-release if I'm correct. Regarding first editions, yeah, I think it's a re-release because I think there's one that's very similar to this, and this is by Wave. Kadokawa might have one that's very similar to this one, had a release a while ago. So if you want a Kurisu and you're not getting the Kurisu figure, which has the monitors and computer hardware in a tower behind her, then this might be one worth getting, especially considering this one's a bit cheaper. 16,730 yen. I think if you've not watched Steins Gate, you're missing out. It's a very good anime. Probably in terms of it not being like an isekai or a fantasy anime, it's it being scientific and like time travel and a mystery style anime. It's definitely worth watching. It's one of my favourite animes that I've watched. It would be good if they do maybe a remaster of it, but then they might mess up the story a bit and the pacing. But yeah, no, this is a good looking figure. If you've watched Steins Gate, everyone should have a Kurisu figure, really, I think. So this is just another one to have out there. It's good. Natsumi Takahashi, illustrated by Neko Mitaru. I think it's going to be another cast-off one. It's by Lovely. It's for 30,000 yen, so a bit pricey. So it's a tanned girl that is cast off. The outfit's like obviously very gym, so there's a gym wear outfit with some jogging bottoms, which are obviously modified to be strapped around the waist in some way. The hair looks really good. I do like this whole grey to light blue, then dark blue range is actually quite nice, and her being tanned is quite good, obviously. I think you'll be buying this figure for reasons why you'd want it. You've got the tan lines in there as well. So a very nice looking figure, but I don't think I'd spend 30,000 yen on it personally. I would wait till it's released in January to see what that ends up being like. But it's a good looking figure. It's quite a good looking figure, but I just don't think it's worth the price, 30,000 yen. Really. Kitty Carl Overlord, of course, 4th wide version, Albedo and Shaltir. I actually pre-ordered this when it first went up for pre-order, so this is just a re-upload of the pre-order. And I was very tempted to get this. I still do kind of want them. So I do like. There's not really any Shaltir figures. Also, there's quite a few Albedo figures, but having them as a pair is quite nice. The base is obviously a bit off-putting with it just being a slant. So depending on your collection, how you've got your figures displayed, it might not be one that you don't want. But I did like them initially when I watched a look at them. It's just coming out in July, it was too tight, and for the price, I'm hoping when it does get released, I'm hoping it just goes down in price, and then they're in stock for a while. I think that's why they've re-uploaded it, because a lot of people I think have just cancelled their pre-order for it. So which is kind of bad, kind of annoying, but as considering I think most people are buying it because it's got Albedo, which is probably obviously a very popular figure, character, and they want the Shaltir as well. They want some representation of Shaltir. Second order planned. To be ordered. Sorry. ReZero is starting off another world. Rem, Graceful Beauty. Just the Rem. So there's another Rem figure in a China dress with heels on a box. Actually, quite nice looking figure. There's a lot of Rem figures obviously out there. I think this is up there as long as the paint job can be done by Kadokawa, so the paint job I think will be fine. I think they'll get it as close to the prototype as they can, really. So I think there's not much to worry about there in terms of quality. 24,000 yen, or about 25,000 yen. No, not too bad. I think it's justifiable if you've never got any Rem figures. I haven't got any Rem figures, so that might be one worth going for. I'm just not huge into ReZero, so it's not something I'd jump immediately for. I don't think there's many Rem or Ram figures that would probably make me jump to instant pre-order them, really. Konosuba and Explosion on this world, Megumin Gothic Lolita dress version. I think this is actually quite nice looking figure. Obviously there's a couple of Megumin figures that have been. There's quite a few Megumin figures actually that have been released. But this outfit, this is actually really nice. I don't know if this is in the anime. I hope so. I haven't watched the anime. I need to watch the anime actually. Of just Megumin. So this is and it's by Kalikawa. So paint job's going to be fine, great. So I think I do like this aesthetic of his sort of opaque skirt. I think it's opaque, yeah. On top of this and whatnot. No, definitely good looking figure for 19,000 yen. I think instant buy really if you love Megumin as well, or you've already got Megumin figures. This would be a great one to add to your collection. Azure Lane Ying Sui Sunny Pines Warmth version, and Azure Lane Chao Ho Plum Blossom illustration version. So I'm guessing these are sisters. I think sister ships from the game. So you probably would want to buy both. So you can, since they both obviously have the same sort of base design and occupation. The figures look, the painting on there looks great, quite good overall. I think you're buying them mainly because obviously for the base that they're on, 29,780 yen. It's by Hobby Max Japan. 60,000 yen total for two. Probably worth it. February 2025. That's way out. I might be something worth possibly pre-ordering. I'm not familiar with these figures, with these characters though, so I probably wouldn't get them. So I'm not huge into Azure Lane. So there's only those three that I mentioned earlier that are like my three favourite characters that I would get figures for. Azure Lane New Jersey Snow White Ceremony version on 7th. This is another New Jersey that's larger than life. She's on a huge base. Obviously she's climbing some stairs, so she's going to be very tall. And it's by Apex, and she's very expensive, 42,000 yen. I don't know if we're going to see this trend of New Jersey. It seems like New Jersey has sort of, with her quarter scale freeing figure for 66,000 yen, which I did have pre-ordered, but I've had to cancel it. Hopefully the pre-order's still available. I'll have to see how, if any delays I get this month, because she got pushed back to July, and I'm recording in July. And I might still get her, sort of squeeze her in some way. But it's putting her somewhere. That's the main problem. I don't have anywhere to put her. That's why I sort of cancelled her as well, because she's a huge cross girl. And you'll have the same problem with this cat figure. I don't know if this should take up an entire detail shop by itself, I reckon, easily, with that base. Very nice looking base, I think. In terms of the dress, looks great. Everything looks great. The white on white with the blue. It's definitely one worth possibly picking up if you're a massive New Jersey fan. Coming out December 24th, so the end of next year. So I might be worth pre-ordering that. Anyways, hold fire. The pre-order might still be open in a few months, and I might revisit it. I will add this to my bookmarks. But yeah, definitely good looking figure. No complaints here. I think she looks great overall. Even with just great looking figure. Arc Knights Dusk Ukiyo no Kaise version on 7th. It's Arc Knights. They've sort of slowed down on the Arc Knight releases recently, I think, because the game's sort of slowly withering as they're obviously, I think, gacha, anime style gacha games have reached saturation. So there's obviously Azure Lane, which is a big one, and it's just like Grand Blue Archive. It's gonna, I think, where we're going to see quite a few figures coming out for that game over the next sort of couple of years, and Azure Lane I think will peter out. But yeah, no, it's a good looking figure. I like the design on the skirt actually is quite nice, and the detailing they got on the top dress. It's a very nice looking. It seems obviously like dragon themed, or like a dragon type of race. So yeah, with a lot of dragonists. So you've got the hands that look kind of like, but yeah, with blue. They don't look like gloves. I think that's probably part of her, considering she's got blue horns. So definitely a very attractive looking figure with a weapon as well. So it definitely suits Arc Knights. 21,020 yen by Apex. Apex, I'm not too sure. I think they've done quite a few. I think they mainly do Arknights. But yeah, this is definitely a good looking figure. April 2024. If you're big into Arknights, there's another character for you. Hatsune Miku Techno Magic version 1/7 scale. So there's another Hatsune Miku. This one's a bit more unique, seeing as they're incorporating her hair, or a lot more of her hair into, obviously, which is elevating her, and they're using the hair as the structural support for holding her up, it looks like. It's definitely out there. I do like the actual tone of the blue shift compared to a lot of the other Miku figures where it's just a standard, is it like coral blue? I guess you could say hairstyle. So this is actually a much more appealing to my eyes hair sculpt and colouring of the blue figure, of the blue hair, and of her dress. The dress is obviously, they always do very good designs really with her outfits that she wears. So I've got no problems there with that. And I do love this aesthetic overall. It does seem like she came straight out of like a game, one of her games, probably like Skins or something. To me, that's what it looks like more so. Or some art based on one of her games. By Furu. 32,780 yen though. It's whether they can get the paint job up there, I think, mainly. They're charging a lot, obviously, because of the plastic they're using for the hair. The hair's obviously got lots of twirls going on it. There's a lot of plastic for that. And they have actually done like a proper extra strand, not just done it as one lump of plastic. That's just been poured out basically from her hair. So I think the detailing is good, but maybe not 33,000 yen. ReZero is starting life from another world, RAM military version, 1/7 scale, and REM military version. It's quite a unique take, them sort of taking REM and RAM and doing the sort of Arknight or Girls Frontline spin on it with them carrying weapons and being the battle damage. So it is very much like you take the ReZero, you take Girls Frontline, and then you mush them together. So yeah, definitely something worth possibly doing. What the hell? What's going on? Hello? Where's my phone? Okay, don't know what went on there, so I'll start that again. My camera obviously stopped at some point. Start again. So ReZero is starting life in another world, REM and RAM military versions. So this is definitely, looks like they took sort of the Girls Frontline and the ReZero franchise and took REM and RAM and just went and made these two figures. So if you like Girls Frontline and you like the whole sort of battle girl or gun girl aesthetic, then you got REM and RAM figures for them now. And it's good they've done RAM as well, because normally obviously REM's the one that takes the hot seat and is the main from a lot of these figure releases, but good to see more RAM representation as well. That does it for this week of the 27th to the 27th of June to the 1st of July. Please subscribe if you feel like this is worth sitting through and listening to my bloody droning voice, and going a lot. Sorry. It's just hopefully I can improve over time. It just takes a while, I think, for me, unfortunately. But yep, I do enjoy making these. It's just a way for me to sort of keep on top of the figure releases that come out as well, and hopefully helps you lot, other people, just keep on top of figure releases as well from Ami, since they're just machine gunning these out constantly. So I will catch you in the next video. Peace.